Joining me now is Michael Bociurkiw, Global Affairs Analyst. Michael, thanks for being here with us today.
Good to be with you. Thank you.
So let's talk about this U.S.-Ukraine minerals deal. What are its key components?
Sure. Well, it's got many interesting key components, and one is it basically wipes out the so-called debt that the U.S. has put on Ukraine for military assistance. So it's 186 billion since the beginning of the war, not 350 billion, as Mr. Trump likes to quote. And it also it creates a joint investment fund, which will help in the reconstruction of Ukraine. But the big missing item for Ukraine is security guarantees. There's nothing really in it that, commits the United States to backing Ukraine. And as you reported, the attack on Odessa and the other attacks are ramping up. They're not getting any less. But as a Canadian sitting here, I can't help but be skeptical because we've seen what's happened to key agreements we've had with the United States. They've been torn up overnight by the Trump administration. So what's to say that won't happen to this deal with Ukraine?
So what types of guarantees are in this agreement for Ukraine? For example, what does it do to ensure that Ukraine retains control over its natural resources and infrastructure?
Yeah, well, it remains these key parts of the infrastructure, the minerals, remain Ukrainian ownership. And that had to be in there because that's what Ukrainian legislation says. And had it been worded otherwise, giving it to the United States, that would have required a lot of changes to Ukrainian legislation. The other thing, if I may, that I think propelled the timing of this, because it happened very quickly after the two leaders met in the Vatican, is China's ban on export of rare earth minerals. The United States needs those for thousands of components that it requires for its military. So I think there is some desperation there. And also, Mr. Trump has not had any foreign affairs wins to speak of since he took office. So now he can go to his base and say, hey, look, I got the Ukrainians to sign this, and they're going to pay us back. He'll spin it whatever way he needs to throw red meat to his base.
Both very good points there. What are the potential implications of this deal for Ukraine, especially when it comes to its relationship with Russia?
Yeah, great question. I mean, Mr. Trump said that this will be a deterrent to Russia because there'll be an American presence on the ground, there'll be American contractors there. But as we saw in the Gulf War, that does not matter to some belligerents, and I don't think it'll matter to Russia. But the wording, if we're going to look for nuances, the wording is pretty positive towards Ukraine. It does recognize this was a full-scale invasion by Russia. But once again, Canadians can, give the Ukrainians a lot of wisdom right now, what we've just lived through, and that, key wordings and key agreements that we've had get torn up by executive orders. So I hope the Ukrainians will be wary. I have to add one more thing, if I may. Ever since the firing by Mr. Zelensky of their star foreign affairs minister, Mr. Dmytro Kuleba, they've been navigating a bit in the dark. So I think if he was still there, they would have tightened up the wording a bit, maybe even got security guarantees.
All right, that is our time. Michael, thank you very much for being here with us today and sharing your insights. That is Michael Bociurkiw, Global Affairs Analyst.